Guys, so today I'm here and today's going to be another kind of paranormal themed video. So today I'm going to be talking about why I believe I am a haunted person and just some near-death experiences and death experiences and all that. So this is what this is going to be about today, to kind of give you kind of a little like review and kind of sharing some personal experiences with my life and kind of putting a little bit of my personal experiences out there and why I think some of these things do happen to me. Mind you, these are just my experiences and my thoughts, and you are free to have any opinions that you have and that you want. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, I really do believe that I am actually like a haunted person. And if you're like, well, what do you mean by that? Because I feel like as long as I can remember being pretty young, you know, well, not being like really little because I don't really remember stuff like being really little now, but like from like a certain age on, I feel like 11 and on, I feel like no matter like where I've been, pretty much like different apartments I lived at and just different life experiences that I've had and different friends' houses I've been to, boyfriend's house and stuff like that, I feel like there's a lot of like spirits and all that. And I don't think I'm like psychic or clairvoyant or any of that type of stuff. I just think I'm a haunted person, and these are my reasons why I believe that. One, because yes, like I said, I've always had a lot of experiences, like more than the normal person. I feel like my boyfriend as well has had a lot of like experiences, and I'm going to get into a whole nother story time with that as well. And same with my best friend, like the people that I'm like really connected to in life, like my best friend since I was 3 and my boyfriend of 12 years. I feel like we're all really connected, and I feel like we are all like haunted people, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna explain why I think that I am. So going back on it now, if you guys don't know, I am deathly allergic to peanuts and tree nuts, and I've had 3 different incidents. Being younger, mind you, I was like, I believe 3, 5, and when I was 7. So when I was 3, 5, and 7, 2 of them were in school. One was when I first found out that I was allergic to peanuts and tree nuts. And I had 3 experiences in those circumstances of having a severe allergy to the point where I was anaphylactic, and I did die for about a few minutes in each of those times. I don't really remember them. I actually talked to a therapist at one point to like try to like figure things out, because I had really bad anxiety at one point, and we just kind of randomly talked about a scheme of things. And when I actually tried to remember like how it is, it really bothers me, and for some reason I can only remember up to certain points. I can't really remember the 3 and 5, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember those at all, but I do remember being 7, and I remember most of it up until a certain point. And it's really weird because when I try to remember, I like literally can't. Like I get like a headache. The one time where I tried really, really hard to remember, it sounds crazy, but I swear like I don't do it on purpose, because I literally like, it gets like, you know that feeling of like when you go into the water and the water goes up your nose, like, you know, like in a pool and stuff, and you get like a bloody nose from it. That's the feeling I get. So I stop. So I think it's like my brain telling me like, yo, don't, cause it's traumatic and your brain tries to block it. So I try not to think into it. So going on that. And then not just that, but being older, when I was 21, and this is going to be a whole nother story as well. Bless you, that was my dog. That noise was my dog this time. Those other noises, I don't know in some of those videos, but that was him sneezing. But my other experience was when I was 21. So this is the 4th experience, but it wasn't from a nut allergy or anything like that. I'm trying to be careful because I ended up having a problem, and like I said, I am going to make this a whole nother video. It's pretty personal, but I think it should be out there because I want to hopefully help other people if it helped me at all, and I'd feel good about that. But side note, so I was about 21 when this happened. I'm 25 right now. So this wasn't that long ago, and I actually remember this. It'll be a basic, simple thing for that I was going in because I was having some problems. It ended up turning into something more than that. Not just that, I ended up having some complications when they mix the 2 medications, where they give you the one at first and then the other one. You know what I'm talking about, when they put you out. I forgot the names of them, but there's 2 different ones. Well, I ended up having a problem because I was starting to have such a bad panic attack. Like the one medicine ended up making it skyrocket really, really high. So then when they started to give me the second one, which is supposed to put me to sleep, by the way, by mixing these medicines, it wasn't putting me to sleep. It ended up dropping it really low, and I ended up having an issue with these medications. So this simple, quick little thing ended up being super, super messed up. Mind you, I'm still not sleeping yet. And I'm looking, and they're panicking because I can hear all this stuff going off, and I can kind of see like this weird kind of, I'm getting like a cold chill, but like heat at the same time on my body, and like all I can tell is like I'm not feeling right. I don't feel right. And I'm turned to the side and I'm looking at the nurse, and I'm trying to like grab her, like, what's wrong? Like, please don't let anything happen to me. Like, please don't. You know, and I'm like, why am I not sleeping yet? She's like, I don't know. You should be sleeping. And all of it's going off. And then I don't really remember anything. I woke up hours later. Mind you, this is supposed to only be like a 15-20 minute thing. Sorry, but it's a premise to a story, and I know some people will ask. But hours later, hooked up to EKG machines and like oxygen things and all that, and I ended up either way like pretty much like dying for like a good like 5 minutes. So either way, I ended up finding out that like I flatlined for like 5 minutes, but they did bring me back, so that was good. But because I was older and experiencing that, it was super traumatic, like super traumatic. Either way, I feel like I'm supposed to like be here. Like I said, I'm a very openly spiritual person, but like I really feel like I'm supposed to do something. I'm supposed to be here because I feel like I keep getting these chances, and I feel like I should share these experiences, like maybe I'm supposed to. I'm gonna get into what happened after that whole experience and all that, like I said in another video. But either way, I feel like I have a lot of near-death and death experiences. So I feel like almost like it's because like maybe because I was gone and come back, that maybe I have that connection. I don't know. I know it sounds nuts, but I'm not the only person who believes that. I'm not saying you have to believe me, but I really do feel like it's like a big part of it. Like maybe it's because like I really believe that girl, and I have all those strings and all that, and because I've like been there and like was gone, and like my spirit like probably started like pretty much probably started to leave and then come back. That's why I have all these extra strings, and I can pick up really quickly on these like paranormal things, and I really kind of think that she's right on that. I go a lot with my gut feelings, and I go by that when it comes to anything, and I listen to it, and I listen to that intuition, and I advise everybody to do that, by the way. That is one thing. If you take anything from this video, always go with your gut feeling. So do that. But I truly believe that, I don't know, like I don't know, I'm just like a haunted person. I must have some sort of purpose or whatnot, but I do like sharing these experiences, and I kind of like to also give you guys kind of a background of me and things that have happened to me, because I think maybe it will help. At least that's my thought process. I mean, I don't really understand why like my best friend and boyfriend would have those experiences, because like they didn't have like near-death experiences. No, like because they didn't have near-death experiences, so I don't know what that would explain. But I truly, like, you ever just feel like there's like a meaning for something or something? I don't know. At least that's my thought process. Like, I just feel like somehow it's connected, where maybe it's because like I've had those experiences, and that's why maybe I have a connection, and I'm more open to paranormal things, and you know, things like happen to me. Maybe it's because like my soul's more open or something. I don't know, my soul, like my soul, my spirit inside me is just more open because I've had those things happen. But yeah, that's just my thought process. I think, like, my personal opinion is if you have near-death or death experiences and get brought back or anything like that, I do think you're way more open to paranormal things. I really do. I think it's because you had those things happen. Also, it changes you. I don't know how much it changed me being younger, because like I said, I don't remember. But after that happened to me a few years ago, it really changed who I was. And like I said, I'm gonna get into all that in another video. And that's not paranormal though, but it kind of is. I do have some paranormal to go with it, but it's just really, really weird. It's just, I don't know, it's strange. I actually have a paranormal experience that could go with this, because I was in a way warned by the Ouija board, but I'm not sure if I want to talk about that privately or as well with Kathleen. I think I might do both, where I kind of start to talk about it and have like my own little video, and then as well as we'll probably talk about it in that big collective video as well. So definitely be on the tune for that. But yeah, that's kind of my thought process. I definitely think near-death experiences and being like more of a paranormal haunted person definitely have more of a connection. I don't think that's the only way though, but I do think it increases the chances, and it really, like, I don't know, increases like the feelings and all that. Like, I don't know, like, at least in my personal experience, I believe so, and I believe that I'm a haunted person. Let me know down below if any of you guys think that you guys are haunted people. I would love to know. Let me know some of your experiences with being a haunted person, as well as maybe if you guys have any like experiences that you guys want to share, maybe make anybody feel better, if they had a traumatic near-death or death experience and got brought back, anything like that. If it would make somebody feel better, you know, anything to help that be better, that would be wonderful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please be sure to subscribe. Thanks, guys.